Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It is Saturday the 29th of September. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. As always, the sites get free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen here. So by you coming back and visiting the site regularly, by telling your friends about the site, keeps it all free of charge and keeps us doing the updates every single day. So thank you for coming back and visiting regularly. Now the big question, and those of you who are following me on Twitter, which is at Weather School, will know that the big question is, did we get a cold blast at the end of this week? It is possible. I know that there's a newspaper headline out there running with Arctic blast. Of course, treat that with the absolute contempt it deserves. But it could go cooler towards the end of the week, but there is a discrepancy on the models at the moment. Now the problem is that the winds could go northwesterly, which would bring cold weather, or they could go southwesterly, which would bring absolutely glorious Indian summer type weather. So we're kind of between a rock and a hard place at the moment, and I'll show you the charts in just a moment, just to try and give you some background to it and see what we're going to be looking at in the coming days. I've been hinting, of course, for a while that we'd see this colder snap towards the end of this week. Now models are coming on board and switching and changing and flopping and flipping around. I think we're leaning in towards the cooler camp, but we need to wait and see. So this is the chart for today. Low pressure off towards the northeast. Look, nice ridge building through for Saturday afternoon. 1 or 2 showers for northern and western Scotland, but essentially it looks as if it will be dry. Could be some rain and some cloud moving into western Scotland, Western Ireland, but this ridge is down to the south, so there's plenty of fine weather conditions there. And then I think overnight tonight, though, we are going to find stronger winds and some heavy bursts of rain moving through Scotland into Northern Ireland, and eventually reaching northwest England and western Wales by the morning. Now for Sunday morning, that area of rain will be tracking its way slowly southeastwards. I think a wet morning for Southern Ireland, northwest England, the far south of Scotland. I think also West Wales, and that's West Wales, I should say, West Wales, and Northern Wales also seeing that rain. Dry down to the south though, and becoming brighter and drier across Scotland as well. However, through the day, watch what happens. The front slowly edges its way southwards. Now the problem is deciding how far south this front actually gets, because GFS has it look towards the west of Cornwall, Devon, running up through Wales, northwest England. This could bring a period of really heavy rain through here, but not particularly the intensity, but the length of time it could last. So we could be looking at an inch or so plus of rain within this zone through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. The rain edging its way into the Midlands as well, or the western half of the Midlands at least, but you can see how East Anglia and Southern England now expected to stay dry through the day. I think dry and bright and really very pleasant across eastern Scotland. Some showers for northern and western Scotland though on Sunday afternoon. Overnight on Sunday, the front edges its way slowly southwards and brings rain through the Midlands, southwest England, and eventually into East Anglia and the southeast. I think by Monday morning we've got a wet start, or a damp start, for East Anglia, southeast England, and central southern England too. Much brighter weather follows in behind. You see just some showers running down these western coasts of Scotland, Wales and England, as well as northern and western Ireland. Pretty windy here as well up in northwestern parts of Scotland with gales. Now through Monday itself, low pressures off towards the north. I think sunny spells and some good conditions for most of us. Maybe some heavy showers crossing southeast England. I think some hefty showers as well moving into western parts of Scotland, northwest England and western Wales, but for many, look, it should be dry, just with 1 or 2 scattered showers around. Overnight into Tuesday, we'll find generally dry skies, generally dry conditions, clear skies, and pretty nippy as well. And then I think through Tuesday what we're going to find is this little dip in the isobars coming through. Look, this is a trough, so that trough will be pushing in showers which are going to merge into longer spells of rain and become pretty heavy spells of rain, I feel, during Tuesday afternoon, particularly for Wales through the Midlands, southwest England. Following behind, we've got sunny spells and showers. Now that heavy rain will clear eastwards overnight. You see a developing area of low pressure there, so that clearing eastwards overnight into Wednesday with sunny spells and heavy showers then following behind through Wednesday afternoon. Most of the showers are always from more northern and western areas, with the east generally drier. Then as we get through in towards Thursday, well, this is where the question marks come in. There's low pressure look north of Scotland, and just watch what happens to the isobars look through Thursday. You see this northerly flow here. Okay, now keep your eye on that. We get a front go eastwards. Now I accept that through Thursday, bringing some rain across England and also parts of Wales. Brighter showery conditions following in, but then look, this low tries to get into the North Sea. It swings the winds round into the west or the northwest. This is the colder weather arriving. These showers turning wintry across the high ground of Scotland, and showers across the western coast of Wales too. Potential for some heavy rain just running onto the southern coast of England during the overnight period into Friday. And then for Friday, if that comes true, this is a cold northerly hit of winds that are coming in, north and northwesterlies. This would bring daytime temperatures down to sort of 12s and 13s in the south, nearer 8s and 9s further north, and heavy frequent showers down these eastern coasts of England and Scotland. Wintry showers across the eastern parts of the Grampians and the Highlands. I think much drier further west, but showers for western and northern coasts of Wales, although dry and fine across much of Ireland. Now that would then set us up for a cold night into Saturday as the ridge builds in. Still showers down these eastern coasts, but elsewhere, look, we've got generally clearer skies, and I think we've got a risk of a ground frost for Saturday morning. And then during Saturday, the ridge builds in, we get high pressure becoming dominant across the country, so another cold night into next Sunday with a frost, but looking as if it stays generally dry. Now, overall, I accept that story. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. The problem comes when we look at other models. Okay, so let's just go back to the charts for the 6th. So there's the 6th of October. So this is Sunday the 6th of October. Okay, no it's not, sorry, it's Saturday the 6th of October, isn't it? Yep, Saturday the 6th of October. So we've got a north and northwesterly wind. Here is the GFS ensemble for the same time. So this is based on that model. It's based on the same model, but look, notice how the northerly has gone and we've got this warm southerly flow. So actually we've got much warmer conditions for them. Then we look at the ensemble. This is the ECMWF ensemble for the 6th, and look, we've got these warm southerly winds once again. And then take a look at the ECMWF operational, and well, they're going with the idea of northwesterly winds, keeping it colder. So we've got the GFS and the ECMWF operational, both of them going for cold conditions. We've got the ECMWF ensemble and also the GFS ensemble going for warm conditions, and these are really both ends of the spectrum. Now at the moment I favour this idea from the ECMWF, that we'll get that northwesterly flow, look, then we get a ridge of high pressure building in. This again brings us the cold night with a risk of frost overnight into both Saturday and also into Sunday. And then what we find is that that ridge collapses away eastwards, and we start to see a deep trough developing west of the country with a much warmer southerly flow. So we probably go into colder conditions for a couple of days, but then it flips to become very, very mild and potentially very warm. We could be seeing 22, 23 degrees across the south at that time. Now what's interesting is that if we look at the CFS, it's kind of backing us up, because this is the 500 millibar mean flow. So it's the anomalies of the 500 millibar flow. This is the period we're looking at, look, from the 6th to the 12th. Now British Isles underneath there, look, and look at that deep trough towards the east with a ridge out, sorry, towards the west with a ridge out towards the east. This is this southerly flow coming in, so it's backing up that idea. And then if we look at the week 3 from the CFS, running from the 13th to the 19th, the trough is still there out towards the west with the ridge out towards the east, and we get this warm southerly flow. And then it's still there, look, into week 4, so we still keep this idea of this southerly flow, high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. And I've got to say, this looks a reasonable pattern. It could be, now don't go running around and saying this is what it's going to be like. There is a chance that October could be about to become very warm from the middle of the month, and also dry in the east, wetter towards the west. We need to watch this. The weather pattern is at a tipping point. It's at a changing point now, and it could go either into the cold pattern or into the warm pattern. At the moment, this idea of this southerly flow is certainly favoured, and it brings back the blocking which we've seen for so long now. So we're going to go with this idea for the time being. We'll see how that develops in the next couple of days. A quick blast of cold weather, but then going warmer through the second half of October. So that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. Once again, the sites get free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen, so thank you for coming back and viewing regularly, and keep the sun shining, and bye for now.